Hi there, my name's Anne-Marie McCormack and I'm the broker of McCormack Realty and Renters Choice Homes. We manage properties, long-term rentals in Kissimmee, Davenport, St Cloud and the Orlando area and a little bit of Claremont too in Central Florida. We've been doing it a very long time, very long time, since 1996. So today I'm going to share with you 15 ways or 15 signs that you know whether you've got a good property manager or not. And it would work in all types of management, whether you have a long-term rental or whether you have a vacation rental. These signs are things that will tell you and give you warning signs or give you kudos to your manager about whether they're doing a good job or not. So here we go. Now, what does a good property manager do? A good property manager is approachable and easy to get a hold of. So if you send them an email, do they return it the same day, the next day, or within 48 business hours is perfectly acceptable. If you phone, does somebody pick up the phone who knows you, knows your property and knows what you're talking about? Or do they sound clueless? There's a good clue right there. There's a good tip. Do they keep good records? Meaning, have you got an online owner portal that you can log into and you can see what's going on with your home? Good property managers as well don't put mystery charges on your bills. You think, oh my God, what's that on my statement now? What are they having me over for? You shouldn't be thinking that at all. You should have copies of your bills. Things go wrong in properties. You might have bought it new and it might only be 8 years old, but things don't last in Florida with the heat like they last in other places. So, do expect to pay for repairs. Do expect to have a problem pool heater or to have a problem with your AC. Make sure that it's getting serviced every year. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong. And when it does go wrong, you need a good property manager there to fix it for you, to know the right kind of service contractors that will go in there, do a good job for the least amount of money, but get you a good quality repair at the same time. A good property manager is also brutally honest with you. They don't blow smoke. They don't tell you, oh, we're going to get you, let's say it's a short-term rental, we're going to get you 45 bookings every year. Not going to happen. Why is it not going to happen? Well, you've got changeovers. You've also got times when nobody wants to come to Florida. What do you mean nobody wants to come to Florida? Well, the first 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks in November, there's a clue. Not many people go on vacation then. They're saving up for Christmas, aren't they? Also, in January, once we've got past the Three Kings Day, which is the 6th of January, it goes a little quiet then. We go quiet just before and just after Easter when you're looking at vacation rentals. Okay, and then when you're looking at long-term rentals, you're looking at a family that lives there year-round. They pay all the bills. The utilities are in their name, not your name. So, that's a big bonus. Really big bonus right there. Particularly if you and your family don't go to Florida like you used to. It's always a good idea to look at the long-term rental market. So we've talked about your mystery charges. We've talked about your invoices. So do you have access to your invoices? Can you see the invoice and what was done and the repair that was done? Do you get a copy of it? Is there a Dropbox file or is it uploaded to the system? You should be able to see invoices. Does your management company, do they give you statements monthly, quarterly or yearly? You should be able to see these statements anytime. And they should also be stored somewhere on a portal. Our system that we use allows our homeowners to pull a statement in any date range that they choose. So if their tax year doesn't go from January to December, like in the UK, their tax year goes from April to March, and they're going to need a statement from April to March so that they can file their English taxes, because as well as filing taxes in the US, they have to file taxes quite often in their country of origin too, and that may have a different date range. So can your property manager accommodate that for you? Now, when things are going right, everything's great, but sometimes things go wrong, and a good property manager will be able to nip problems in the bud. So, for instance, are the tenants getting a bit tardy with their rent payments? What is the property management company's policy? How quick are they at serving them with a 3-day notice or an 8-day notice, depending upon how far the home is from their office? And a legal notice is like deliver the rent or quit the premises. Because if the tenants think, oh, well, the rent's due on the 1st and I might pay it on the 15th or the 16th, because nobody's aggressively chasing this up. Nobody's saying your rent is due on the 1st and late on the 3rd. And, by the 5th or the 6th, you're going to get a phone call. If you don't respond, you're going to get one of these legal notices served to the house. That soon makes them pick up the pace. Good property managers know how to be effective debt collectors, because you have a mortgage to pay, more than likely. That needs to be paid. The tenants need to pay their rent regardless. And most tenants will pay the rent on time. Most of them will. But if they think, they're like children sometimes, tenants, if they think they can get away with it, give them an inch and they'll take a mile, just like most people will. So don't give them an inch. A good property manager will not be giving them an inch. And then, like sometimes with tenants, they may have got an unexpected guest. Maybe the mother-in-law came and then she decided she was staying and she wasn't going. So unauthorised tenants, problems with those need to be nipped in the bud too, because the tenancy agreement is for the people that are named on the lease only. Oh, and while I'm going on about that, do you have a copy of your lease? Have you got access to copies of your lease? In your property management company as well, how are the staff? Are they friendly? Are they warm and fuzzy, easy to get along with? We always say in our company that we like to be easy to get along with. We like the tenants to be able to call us up so that if they've got a problem, they can discuss it with us. We treat everybody like family. But just like family, if you owe us money, we'll hunt you down. They go, oh, okay. Because if you don't pay your rent, we can't pay the homeowner, and we only get paid when you pay the rent. So it has a huge knock-on effect. So tenants need to know if they owe money, it's got to get paid. It's got to get caught up quickly. How stable are the staff? How long have they been there? Is it always somebody different that you're speaking to when you call the management company? Or are their staff been there for years and years and years? My staff never changes. My staff's there for years because I treat people well, and they don't have to come up with a load of bullshit, for want of a better word. They can just say it like it is. I don't like being lied to, and I don't like people lying to me either. So we deal from the top of the deck, and we expect everybody to do the same with us. And sometimes tenants might try it on a little bit, but hey, they'll soon know that they don't get very far, Proper screening as well is important. You need to be able to check somebody's employment references. You need to be able to look at a couple of months of their pay stubs. But more importantly, the person doing this looking and calling for references, whether they be personal references, employment references, needs to know what they're looking at. Are those pay stubs forged? Because I've had many people over the years provide us with forged pay stubs, and it's like, okay, I know what I'm looking at. This is forged, going in the bin. So they get a rejection letter straight away. Because obviously if they're lying about their income, what else are they going to be lying about? Bad form right from the beginning. So we have a policy at our company that we turn down liars. If they've lied on the application, it's not going to end well. So they're gone. They're history. So I think I've given you more than 15 things now, 15 signs to see whether you have a good property manager or not. But here's a couple more for you for a bonus. Look for reviews. Look at the reviews, because on the reviews, tenants might leave a nasty review here and there if they don't get their own way. If they wanted to break the lease and the property manager wasn't that cooperative with them, well, a property manager's job is to enforce the lease. They may not leave a good review if there was a problem with one of the toilets and nobody wanted to come out at 10 o'clock at night to fix it. Well, why should they? Why should the property manager spend your hard-earned money at 10 o'clock at night to send somebody out to fix the toilet when there's another good, at least another good working one in the home, or it may be even 2 or 3. You know, things have to be sensible. This is not a concierge service. They're not living in a hotel. They're living in a home. And we send people round during normal business hours unless it's an emergency. So good property managers are on call 24/7 for emergencies. And an emergency is all the toilets are blocked. The AC's down and it's the middle of July. There's a flood going on. The roof has come off because a big storm came through and took the roof off. And a good property manager will know exactly what to do about that too. So you don't need to worry. If you're finding yourself having sleepless nights, if you're finding yourself worrying and your property manager cannot give you enough good answers so that you don't start worrying, then it is time for you to find a new good property manager. Look at Google. Good news travels fast. Bad news travels even further. What are people saying about them on Google too? So if you like what I have to say and you are looking for a property manager, we do long-term rentals and we also do sales. We don't do any short-term vacation rental properties. We do some caretaking properties for people who just use them for themselves, but we do not do vacation rentals or holiday lets per se. All that we do is long-term rentals and sales. And our long-term rentals means a family just like yours will be living in your home and providing you with a regular income for years to come. So if you like it, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Don't forget to leave us a comment. And if you have a question about your property management team that I didn't answer in this video, please feel free to ask it in the comments and I'll get back to you. I will answer you for sure. So all the best and all the good luck in the world with your property in Florida. And if you need a new management company, give us a call, 407-933-2367. Check us out. We've got great Trustpilot reviews and we've been doing this since 1996. So maybe we know a thing or two. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.